Hi, it's Dustin Cannon with JustArticles.com, your content-based marketing leader since 2005. We're also the driving force behind one of the most successful home business and network marketing co-ops of all time, BizOpMarketing.com. What I want to talk to you about today is the dreaded duplicate content penalty as it pertains to article submission. If you've ever done a search on article submission services on Google, especially lately, you've probably come across a lot of different websites or services that offer article submission where they promise to submit a unique article to hundreds, if not thousands, of different article sites and directories. You give them an article, or you upload it, software rewrites the article supposedly into unique versions and submits a unique version to different sites. And these services sell this because they tell you that submitting the same article to different sites is going to get you in trouble and penalized by Google because of their duplicate content concerns. And this is really taking advantage of a misconception that a lot of people have about duplicate content. When Google refers to duplicate content, Google is talking about substantial blocks of content across the same domain that is there with the intention of manipulating the search engines. It can also be across multiple domains as well, but the whole key here is with the intent to manipulate search engine rankings. And obviously everyone's doing what they're doing to manipulate the search engine rankings, but Google is concerned about deceptive practices that is essentially spamming. Years ago, people would set up websites and they would want to have hundreds of different pages, each optimized for a different keyword phrase, but they didn't want to have to bother with creating hundreds of different pages of unique content, so they would take the same page of content, change only the particular keyword phrase, so that they could then attack 100 different searches and have 100 different pages of content up, each optimized for a specific keyword phrase for a very low cost and very easily and very, very quickly. Google obviously doesn't want those type of searches to be made available when you go into Google and you do a search or any web search surfer search on the web. They want the content that is provided to be unique content and not have people see the same thing every time. That's why you'll see when you do a search on something, you might see that Google has omitted a certain number of results from the search, and that is because those results are substantially the same as maybe the first result that you got. In Google, if there are 15 articles that all match, Google doesn't want all 15 to take up the whole first page of Google. They're going to give you the one that they consider to be the most important one or the highest quality or the primary article. But you don't have to worry about submitting your article or having your article show up on multiple websites. That's the whole purpose of doing article submission. Your goal is not to get your article on an article directory. It's to get your article out there so that other people find it. Bloggers, webmasters, they take your article along with your author's resource box and put it on their site, creating links back to you. You will get traffic and linking value from the higher quality article sites, but that's not your primary objective. It's to get your article out there, to get it picked up by other marketers. Honestly, I don't see any reason to be submitting your article to hundreds of directories, especially if they're poor quality, run-of-the-mill, low-ranking sites. You're not, in my opinion, going to get any significant ranking value, linking value, or traffic from these sites. I recommend sticking with a handful of high-quality, high-page rank, high-traffic article sites that have high editorial standards, because they are respected by the search engines and they tend to show up more in the search engines. EasyInArticles.com is a fantastic site. do a search on about any topic, and you'll notice that that site shows up probably in the first 5 on the first page of Google. So it's a very important site to submit to, and submit to other sites like Idea Marketers or GoArticles.com, things like that. But you don't need to be submitting to hundreds of different sites, and it is okay to submit the same article to the different sites. I do recommend that if you're going to put it on your blog or your website also, that you do that first. You wait a few days so that can be indexed, so that Google knows that that's the original version, and then go out and submit it to these other sites as well. But you don't have to worry about any duplicate content penalty, and you don't have to pay for these expensive services that will spin your articles and into slightly different versions and send them out to hundreds of different or thousands of different websites. I think you've got to question how well software can even rewrite an article that is readable and provides quality information for the user, or for the end reader. So that's what I've got to say about duplicate content as it pertains to article submission. If you have any questions, please shoot me an email. Go to justarticles.com. My contact information is there. We have a wide range of article marketing services that can put all of this on autopilot for you. Article submission, social bookmarking, unique article writing, backlinking, press release distribution, and more. Justarticles.com. Thanks.